In this video, I'm going to make a pulley wheel. I have an empty design right here. I'm going to come over to my create sketch. I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to select a plane. I think I'm going to get this plane right here. Click on that. Now I'm going to scroll in a little bit because it's going to be a small pulley wheel. That should work. I think I'm going to center this a little better though. So I'm going to hold my mouse wheel down and then just drag. Let's add a rectangle to our sketch. So I'm going to go to Create, Rectangle, 2-point rectangle. I'm going to click around here, full click, up and down, drag this out a little bit, and then I'm going to type. Oh, it looks like it's got the height first. I'm going to do 3 millimeters for height, and then 30 millimeters for width. If you get the reverse order, just go ahead and put these values in. Now you will notice if you click on this, you could move this around. It is not constrained. We should do that, right? So let's go to a constraint, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to look for the horizontal vertical constraint. Click on it. You can also see it up here. I want to find the midpoint of this line, so I'm going to hold the shift button down. Oh, look at that. I see this little X with this little triangle there. That's the midpoint. Let's get it again. Click on that. I'm going to get the center point of my sketch. Click on that. Oh, now we got some constraints. And you'll notice that these lines turn black. But we can still move this rectangle up and down. Watch. Ooh, that's not quite there yet. Let's go to Create. Let's go to Sketch Dimension. I'm going to grab this line right here. I'm going to grab the center of my sketch. I'm going to pull this out. I think I'm going to make this 4 millimeters. Now that is fully constrained. How can I tell? If I come over to Sketches, open that up. Oh, look, I got a little red lock right here. That's good. That's what we're going to be shooting for. I think I'm going to move this dimension down a little bit so it's not really in my way. How about down below the drawing? I'm going to put another rectangle up here. Let's go ahead and hit Rectangle or Create Rectangle, 2-point rectangle, and then I'm going to try and line it up. I'm just going to eyeball it, then we're going to constrain it. So click, drag this out a bit. I'm going to make this 6 millimeters in height. I'm going to hit the tab, and I'm going to do 30 up here. All right, and this is a little high. I'm going to try and grab that, pull that down a little bit. Now these lines are blue, and we lost our little red padlock. We could fix that pretty quickly though. Let's go to Constraints. Let's hit, what is it, horizontal, vertical. Click that. I'm going to hit this dot right here. I'm going to hit this dot right here. And we just constrained these rectangles to be vertical, right? The vertical lines along the y-axis. Let's come over to this side. Oh, we notice these are blue. I think what I'll do is Create and then Sketch Dimension. How about click this dot right here, click that dot right there, and then let's make this 17 millimeters. All right, now check this out. All the lines are black, and we got our little red padlock back. Let's add a third rectangle. I'm going to come over to Create, Rectangle, 2-point rectangle. I'm going to intentionally put a gap here, and then I'm going to fix that gap. So I'm going to click. I'm going to drag this out a bit. I'm going to change the size. How about 12 millimeters on the height? Tab. 12 millimeters on the width. Tab. And oh, it's all blue and it's not touching. Let's fix that. Let's go to this constraints here, and this coincident constraint is going to be good for making those two triangles touch. Not triangles, rectangles touch. Click that. I'm going to, let's look for, hit the shift. Let's look for a point here, right? I did a click, and then I'm going to come to this line, and I'm going to click. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. This little 12, I'm going to hit the escape button. I'm going to drag this 12 down just so that it's out of the way. And now this line is black and that line is black. They are constrained. But this one here and this one here is not. We can move it sideways, right? My mouse is a little flaky, but you can see that we can move it sideways. Let's do a Control Z, and I am going to come over to Constraints. I'm going to look for, what did I want? Horizontal, vertical. I'm going to find a midpoint of this bottom line. I'm holding the shift down. I'm going to click, and then I think I'll grab this point right here, which is constrained to our center point vertically. There we go. Now everything is fully constrained, and we got a red padlock back. I think I'm going to add 2 lines here for a base support structure. I'm going to go over to the line tool. Let's click on this corner right here. And let's come up. Boom. Oh, look at that. And it's black too. You don't even have to constrain it, right? Click that. Come up here. Click that. And now you might be thinking, oh man, this is really hard to see what's going on. We can turn our dimensions off and our constraints off. It's just to see. You could turn them back on, right? They're not gone. But sometimes that's easier. Oh, but not this projected geometries. We're not using that, so I'm just going to recheck that. Just the dimensions and the constraints. Turn that on and off as you see fit. Let's go ahead and make a little arc right here. That's going to be a cutout for our cable for when we make this a wheel. So I'm going to go over to create, arc, 3-point arc. I think I'm going to drag this down a little bit. So I'm going to hold my mouse wheel down and I'm just going to pull this down a bit. I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to come down a little bit, click here. And it's blue again. Oh man, our little red padlock went away. I'm going to bring back the constraints and the dimensions just momentarily. I want to make this blue line turn black. So I'm going to go to create, and then let's go down to sketch dimension. Let's click on our curve, drag this out, click, hit a 6 for 6 millimeters, and then enter. Nice. Let's line this up. So I'm going to go to our constraints, horizontal and vertical, right? I'm going to click the center point of our arc, right? There it is. I'm going to go down here, and I vertically constrained it, but it's still blue. It can still move up and down actually. So create, sketch dimension. Let's get the center point of our arc and this line down here. And I think I'm going to make it 7 millimeters. There we go. And we can move this around. I'm going to hit the escape to get rid of my dimension tool. There we go. And let's get rid of this line right here. We are going to lose a constraint. We're going to lose this constraint right here, this Lego looking thing. It's because this line and this line are constrained to be equal because we made a rectangle. It's okay. We'll still keep our little padlock. Let's do that. We can hit the trim here, or you can do modify, trim, or you could hit a T. Click that line. Boom, that's pretty good. And there, we had our warning down here saying, hey, we lost the constraint. But this is still red. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and finish our sketch. And now I'm going to come over here to this Revolve tool. I'm going to click, and I'm going to select my profiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to select the axes that I want to spin it around. Select, I'm going to hit this red. Boom, that's cool. And then I hit OK. Come up here, hit the little home button. Look at that, we have a pulley wheel. And like always, don't forget to save your work. So I'm going to hit the save button. If you are in my middle school class, you could do something like, get your first name right, because I'm going to search on it. And then last initial. Right, and you can put a note to like, wheel or pulley wheel, whatever you want. Let's see. This could be up or down. It doesn't matter where you save it if you're in my class because I'm going to search on your name. So go ahead and hit save.